The story begins with a boy named William Twinning, who comes from a noble and wealthy family. He always tries to be the top student in school to make his parents proud, who mysteriously disappeared when he was young. But one day, William was summoned to the principal's office and told that his semester fee had not been paid. So he went home to ask his uncle who was acting as his guardian. However, Kevin, namely his butler, explains that his uncle ran away, having spent all his money on booze and gambling. Now that he is completely broke and with nothing left but the house, William thanks Kevin for not abandoning him like others do. But now they have to focus on his problems to find his school fees. He and Kevin then search the house for valuables and unexpectedly find a treasure room in the basement. William then entered the room forcefully, causing a small cut on his palm. His dripping blood accidentally activates a magic circle, which is drawn in the room to summon a mysterious demon who introduces himself as Dantalion. The demon reveals that William is a descendant of King Solomon, the strongest human in history, but he cannot rule hell because he is bound to humans. Therefore, only William can nominate a demon king. But the problem is that William doesn't really believe in supernatural things like this. He is a realist. He only believes in the real power called science. Therefore, he thought that Dantalion was a crazy cosplayer, and without thinking twice, he called the police and threw him out. William then investigates its dungeons to find a hidden passage used by Dantalion before, but instead he is dragged by dark forces to Dantalion's home in hell. There, he meets another crazy cosplayer, namely Baphomet, Dantalion's butler. The goat explains that what they live in is a veritable hell, as the various factions want to become the next demon lord, and they can only do so if William chooses them. Hearing that, William ignored him even more and told him not to deceive people anymore. Suddenly, a demon named Gills appears who blows up the mansion. He comes to defeat Dantalion and replace him as one of Solomon's pillars. But instead, he finds a human and decides to take William with him, as devils always love to have human toys. However, Dantalion appears and saves William, who attacks Giles with his firepower. Not accepting, Gillies attacks them with his electrical powers, which are blocked by Dantalion using his medical barrier. Dantalion and Gillies then engage in a fierce battle, whereas William finds it like a good visual effect, like in the movies. But he still wants to return home. During the fight, Dantalion becomes aggressive because of Gillies' very taunting words and begins to release his true power, which can destroy the road connecting the two worlds, and he will be trapped in hell forever. Angrily, William ordered Dantalion to stop, which made his demonic powers disappear in an instant. Gillies withdrew to report this to his master. Dantalion calls William by the name Solomon, so shocked that he reveals that he is the reincarnation of Solomon's soul and sends him back to the human world. William is then abruptly summoned to the principal's office, where he learns that his school fees have been paid. Not only that, the academy had even received a large donation, making him think it was his uncle's doing. But he becomes even more shocked when he finds out that Dantalion joined his class as a transfer student. Dantalion reveals to William that he paid for his school fees and asks him to pay him back by electing him as the ruler of hell, which was immediately rejected by William. William tried to find another solution by asking his friend to get a scholarship program so that he no longer needed to be indebted to Dantalion. His friend Ishak introduced him to the sailor, who told Liam that his uncle was willing to be his guardian and invited him to the manor. At night, William catches Isaac performing a ritual in the woods, but Isaac reveals that he was summoning an angel to get rid of the devil for William's sake. Accidentally, a demon boar is summoned and chases them. Sitter arrives, and after splitting the boar in half, he reveals that he is a worthy candidate to become the Demon King. Cider catches Isaac to threaten William, but Dantalion arrives and saves Isaac in time. The two demons fight each other. William, who doesn't want anything to do with them, decides to leave, but Satyr traps William and Isaac in a cage. Annoyed, William ordered them to stop, causing their powers to disappear instantly. He stated that he would not choose a new demon ruler and return to his room. William finally began to realize that the demons included in the 72 pillars could not go against his orders, and therefore he ordered the Dantalion to stay away from him. But Dantalion warned that he would be in danger, because the other demons would chase him, and if ordered like that, he would not be able to stop them. Despite the warning, William and his group investigate rumors of a ghost hunt at the school and find a low-class demon in the forest. The demon flees after attacking those who had been blocked by Cider with his magic barrier. After following the demon to the school church, Crosby suddenly comes to the school church to hurt Cider, saying that he used the demon to lure them. He works as an exorcist for an organization called Hand of God, which wants to exterminate all demons and kill William, because he is the one who can choose the next demon lord. Cider fights with Crosby to save William, but Crosby corners him easily. Fortunately, Dantalion comes and injures Crosby with his fire powers. He then tries to strangle the Crosby, but William orders him to stop hurting humans, giving the Crosby a chance to escape. Dantalion promised William that he would protect him for life, and the two of them grew closer to each other. The next day, they found out that Crosby had disappeared and Kevin had become the new school pastor. Dantalion also warned William about the principal's son, Nathan. In the evening, Cider told him that their matron, Maria, had opened a portal from hell to summon the devil. When William arrived at the scene, he witnessed the summoned demon about to attack Maria and rushed to protect her. Nathan arrived on time and saved Maria by splitting the demon in two. Nathan is a half-demon figure who is also one of Solomon's pillars and wants to become the next demon king. Nathan and Maria are lovers who separated because of their differences in the past. William also argued with Maria, and she revealed that she had lung disease. She wanted to make a contract with the devil so she could be with her loved ones in hell after death, and Dantalion killed Nathan to let Maria die as a human for her own good, while Wydia convinced Maria to undergo the treatment. Therefore, Maria decided to retire to undergo treatment and leave Nathan in their relationship. William's friend informed him that his father had invited him to a dinner party, so he attended it with the Society and Dantalion, where he learned that his friend's father had long died, and his corpse was possessed by a demon named Eligos, who was Beelzebub's subordinate. William confronts him, and Eligos reveals that Beelzebub had ordered him to kill him because of his power to choose the next king. He attacks him with a metallic chain, but Dantalion breaks the attack. In his anger, Eligos then targets a human and tries to strangle him to death. William rushed to save him, but Sidir prevented him from endangering his own life. Surprisingly, a priest named Rigel arrived on time and saved the man by driving Eligos away. One day, William received the good news that all of his demon friends had returned to hell for their pressing business, so he happily spent his time preparing for the school play, but there were times when he missed them later. Later that night, William notices a strange fog surrounding the school. He rushes out to check it out and is shocked after seeing a horde of dangerous demons advancing to kill him. Sidir arrives and reveals that these demons were sent by his uncle Baal to take his soul. He protected William by slicing demons left and right with his powers. However, he was still injured by one of the demons. This endangers William's life, but Dantalion arrives in time and saves William by exterminating the demon with his flames. After that, the demon tries to launch a sneak attack on William, but a mysterious barrier activates and kills the demon. The protective barrier then even started to repel the Dantalion. As a result, the Dantalion went berserk and grabbed William to strangle him to death. Nathan then uses his grabbing powers to save William from the Dantalion, and then deals with the remaining enemies. William lightened the mood of Dantalion, who tried to apologize to him, so he no longer felt guilty for what happened. One day, a new student named Elliot challenged William that he would take first place in the upcoming exam. As a result, William puts more effort into his exam preparations, because his scholarship and family dignity are at stake. Dantalion warns William to stay away from Elliot, saying that he could be the descendant of a saint or angel who wants to control or even kill him. But William ignored his warning and was even annoyed because his job was better than his. Then, during the final exam, the answer note appears on William's desk out of nowhere, as if it were magic, resulting in him being accused and locked in the punishment room for cheating. William was put on trial to clear his name, where he was asked a slightly different question. Who did he love more, God or the devil? Suddenly, he is transported to another dimension, where he meets Elliot. William tries to confront him, and Elliot introduces himself as the highest angel, namely Michael, the leader of all angels, and reveals that he plans to make him a pawn of heaven. Michael strangles William and tries to stab him, but Cider arrives in time and tries to save him. Michael then threatens Cider with William's life to make him retreat. Dantalion appears and saves William from Michael's clutches. They engage in a fierce fight, in which Michael manages to overpower and take down the Dantalion. However, Michael's mistake was to start talking about Dantalion's past, which made the demon angry and released his true power, but Kevin dodged their fight, allowing Michael to escape. William returns to court safely and proves his innocence with Isaac's help. At night, William finds his family's treasured ring in Kevin's room, which makes him remember his parents' death and how Kevin comforted him in those difficult times, so he decides to keep the ring for himself. At night, Kevin approached in his sleep and tried to perform a spell on him to brainwash him. It was revealed that Kevin was an angel and the one who killed Solomon long ago. He was acting under Michael's orders because their only desire was to take advantage of Lucifer's sleep, to attack and destroy hell. Luckily, the spell didn't work on William, not because he was immune, but because he was a realist and he didn't believe in jinn or even God. Therefore, he couldn't be hurt by divine spells. The next day, the Lamia demon takes William to a meeting being held by 4 demons in hell to provide him with protection over Michael. But the 4 girls asked William to choose a new ruler to replace Lucifer. But William refused. He did not believe that he was what they thought. As a result, all the demons in the room became angry because of William's attitude. One of the demons who was angry jumped to attack him, but Dantalion saved William by burning the demon using his firepower. William accidentally dropped his family ring. All the demons immediately recognized it as Solomon's, a wisdom ring used in the past to enslave demons. All the demons then advanced to kill him and take the ring, hoping to end Solomon's control. In this chaos and confusion, William wears the ring to protect himself. Suddenly, Solomon's soul awakens within him and takes control of his body. William then displayed the power of Solomon given by God and exterminated some small demons that came forward to attack him. Gillies appeared and tried to kill William to raise his rank, but William blocked his attack with his barrier. Dantalion suddenly ambushed William to take his ring, but being surprised when William, who was Solomon, didn't recognize him, William released a gushing power to attack Dantalion and knocked him to the ground. The most power-hungry demon Baal has arrived and gathers all his energy to attack William, so he can take Solomon's ring from him. But every time William repels his attacks. William then controlled the low-class demons to confront Baal. But this man in the hat cleared them out and sneaked up on him to take the ring, which surprised everyone. The ring repels Baal, creating a huge explosion that knocks Baal to the ground. William then deals the finishing blow to kill Baal. However, Dantalion appears again and protects Baal with his magic shield. He didn't want William to suffer the same fate as Solomon. He wanted to protect his master, and the Talion begged William to remember himself and repeatedly called out his name to break Solomon's curse on him. At that moment, Lucifer woke up from his sleep, making Solomon smile because his best friend had returned. Solomon allows Dantalion to remove the ring from William's finger and stops controlling him. William awakens in his original world and finds out from Isaac that he was given a full scholarship. But he is no longer happy because except for him, everyone has forgotten about his friends, making him question whether they were real or if it was just a dream. Until a few days later, Dantalion appeared and returned the ring. This is the end of Devil's Realist. Thank you for continuing to watch content from this channel. Remember to like and subscribe to keep yourself up to date with our latest content. See you in the next video.